simple recipe. We are going to be making some cookies today. I just got back from work and I thought why not come on here and then make some cookies. We all share ideas together. So for this recipe, I am going to be using some margarine. If you have butter and cookies are 5 and 6, so you can use butter also for your cookies. And then I have some vanilla extract. I will not be making use of this baking powder, but I'll be using some cornstarch. I mistakenly took the baking powder out, so I'll be using some cornstarch. This is the brand of cornstarch that I use. Thank you all for coming. I'll also be using some granulated sugar. I'll just gently set that aside. I also have some salt. So basically, that is all I'll be using for this recipe. And also for the flour, I'm going to be using pastry flour or soft flour. You can use all-purpose flour as well. It works great. So let us sift our flour. I'll be using 2 cups of pastry flour for this particular recipe. If you are new here, if you've never been to my live, you are welcome. I'm Vicky. This is Vicky in the kitchen. We film simple recipes, okay? Simple food recipes, especially pastries. So everybody is welcome to the live. So I'm just going to measure 2 cups of flour and then sift it nicely into our bowl. You are all welcome. We are making some shortbread cookies and we are measuring out the flour at this point. We are going to be using 2 cups of flour. This is pastry flour. So the reason why we sift our flour, like I always say, is so that we get rid of unwanted particles and so that the pastry you are making will have enough air in it. Okay, you are incorporating air into your pastry as well. So sift your flour nicely. Welcome everybody. It's nice to see you all on this live. You know, there was one time I bought flour. There's a place I always buy my flour, but there was one time I really don't remember where I got the flour from, and I was going to make something. I don't remember exactly what, but it was bread flour. I was going to make something with the flour, and then thankfully I sifted the flour. You guys, you know what I saw in the flour? Worms, like little worms and insects in the flour. So imagine if I hadn't sifted my flour, my pastry would have gone bad. So thankfully I had to throw all that flour away. So please remember to sift your flour. That's just a backstory of why I always sift the flour. So if you are watching, kindly double tap the screen for me. Thank you so much. Kindly double tap the screen so that the live can reach wider audience. Okay, you are all welcome to the live. So make sure you always sift your flour. Sometimes you can forget, but try to remember to sift your flour all the time. Once I'm done sifting the flour, I'll add some cornstarch to it. Let me sort of use this thing to help me to sift it quicker. You are all welcome to the live. My name is Vicky in the kitchen. That's my channel name. I film simple recipes on there, especially pastries, okay? At the time I'm filming this live, my channel is a small YouTube channel. It's still growing, so feel free to join the channel as well by clicking the subscribe button, and also double like this live it encourages the algorithm to share it to more people, okay, so that we can all get to know each other. And also comments, let's know where you are watching from. Send a nice comment, let's know where you are watching from. So the flour is done. This is 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. Emphasis on granulated because some cookies recipes require what do you call that? I think it's castor sugar, if I'm getting it right. Yes, but today I'm using granulated sugar. I'm also using margarine for this recipe. You can use butter and then vanilla extract. So before anything continues, I'll be adding my cornstarch to the flour. I'll be adding some cornstarch to the flour. I'll just add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. You're all welcome to the live. We are making some cookies. This is what most people call butter cookies or shortbread cookies, okay? Very simple to make. Make sure you have clean hands anytime you're making pastries, because sometimes you just start kneading your dough, so make sure your hand is clean, there are no dirt in your fingernails, so that way I'm mixing. Or if you like, you can buy some nice kitchen gloves and then use it for your pastries, okay? Anytime you're making pastries or any food at all. So another thing I want to do right now, you're all welcome. Hello. Hey, my husband. Oh, my husband. God bless you. I'm going to add some milk to this. I need my scissors. Okay, so I'm going to be using this brand of milk. It's called Nido. Okay, I'm going to cut it and then add it to the flour. Kindly double tap the screen to like the live, okay? Just double tap, pap, and you're good to go. Have you double tapped the screen already? Thank you so much. Kindly double tap. You are all welcome to the live. So today my cookies are going to be a bit milky, just a little bit of milk, you know, for Nigerians to say serere. Yes, just a little bit of milk. So I'm going to add the milk powder to the flour. You know, this quantity of milk powder is 1/4 cup of milk, so kindly take note of that. 1/4 cup of milk powder, so kindly take note. So after that, just mix, oh sorry, I'm making a mess. Just mix it nicely so that it comes together. Kindly double tap the screen for me, you guys. Thank you so much. Have you double tapped already? I am so grateful. Kindly double tap for me. Okay, that's the only thing you can do for me on this live. And also let me get to know you in the comment section. It's always nice to interact with new people. So just clean as you go. Clean your work surface from time to time. Then our next thing we are going to do is to cream the sugar and the margarine. Someone says hi, but I don't know if I'm getting the name right. Hassan Madiha. Hello, nice meeting you. Where are you watching from, Hassan? Am I getting your name right? Sorry? Your name Your name is Ira. Am I pronouncing it well? Ira, or let me know if I'm pronouncing your name well. Oh, you're watching with your mom's phone. Is that not adorable? I'm sure you like cookies. Today we are making some basic butter cookies. Hello everyone. Hi. Saudi. Oh, nice meeting you. I'm not sure of your name. I'm not getting the names right. Man, your names are so nice, but I can't pronounce it. Ah, thank you for watching, my friend from Saudi. Thank you, Hassan. It's nice meeting you all. Just a minute. Saudi reminds me of the Aladdin movie, you know. What language do you speak in Saudi? You guys double tap the screen for me. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. My friend from Saudi, thank you, my husband. Thank you, Hassan. I'm grateful to all of you. So I'm just trying to take out the margarine now so that we can cream it. What am I making? Okay, I'm making cookies, shortbread cookies, butter cookies. Okay, acceptance is in your bit. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. My beautiful face. Oh, thank you. God bless you. So you let, this is 250 grams of margarine. You can use butter. Butter and cookies are like 5 and 6. Butter goes with everything. You can use butter as well, okay? You guys, can you double tap the screen for me? Double tap the screen. Just tap your phone screen twice, okay? So this is 250 grams of margarine. If you are using butter, you will still use 250 grams, or you are using 1 cup, okay? When you say 1 cup, I want to show you what 1 cup means. I've always been showing on this live. This is 1 cup, okay? It's written on it. You can buy these measure cups in any convenience store, okay? So this, I don't need to measure it because I've been using it for a long time, and I know that this is 1 cup of margarine, okay? The next thing we are going to do is to add our sugar. Remember, this is 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm not getting the comments. Let me put this aside and read some comments. I now make shawarma, pizza, and merchant pocket. Ooh, that's nice. I'm looking forward to making some shawarma too. So after adding the sugar, I'm just going to loosen it up a bit, okay? I want it to mix nicely, so I'll just use my spatula to loosen it up a bit. Yes, so I'm also going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. This is margarine, it has salt in it already. So that is why I am adding a lesser amount of salt. But if you are using unsalted butter, please add some amount of salt in it if you like cookies a bit salty, okay? By the way, I also like shawarma. I just have not filmed it yet. I really like shawarma, and I would like to eat shawarma any day. Hello Tyler, nice meeting you. I really appreciate you all. We are making some cookies. You're welcome. It's smelling good in this kitchen already. So I just added salt. 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, why? Because my margarine has salt in it already. Everybody is welcome to this live. Kindly double tap the screen for me. I will really appreciate that. Okay, just use your finger and double tap. Pa pa. No, I'm not making cake. I'm making cookies. I'm making shortbread cookies or butter cookies. Okay, yes, that's what I'm doing here. By the way, you're welcome. You're welcome to the live. So I'm going to go with my whisk and I'm going to cream it. Okay, everybody type cream it. We are going to cream this until it's nice and fluffy. The reason why we are creaming it is because we want the volume to increase. Usually when you are using granulated sugar, you should cream your sugar and margarine for some time so that they blend nicely, and then it also incorporates air into your pastry. Okay, let me see some comments. Am I seeing the name right? Is it Stuti or Suli? Am I getting your name right? Oh, I'm so sorry if I don't get your name right. But you were asking if I was making cake. Ah, okay. I saw that earlier. We are making cookies. Thank you for coming, Tyler. Thank you, Hassan. Thank you, my friend from Saudi. So you see, the margarine is yellow. By the time I finish creaming this, it will be cream. It will have like a pale white cream-like color. Okay. I think this calls for some standing. You're all welcome. Kindly double tap the screen for me. Okay. This is a lot of arm work. If you have a hand mixer, you can use that. Oh, I'm sorry. Someone sent a message. Let's see what the person is saying. Oh, my friend from Saudi. How to write English. Oh, I'm so sorry. But you're doing so well. You type your English so well. But I don't know how to write English. I think you are doing a great job. You are really typing the English so well. I don't know if you can see, but it's changing color. I think because of the reflection from my window, the color theme in my kitchen is not really, but I don't know. I don't know if you can see. The color is changing, so we'll continue creaming it, okay? actually, if you want to know if it's light and fluffy, when you pick it, it drops easily, okay? When you pick it with your spatula, it drops easily, but then it's not quite there yet, so let me continue mixing. My friend from Saudi, you're doing a great job. I think your translator is really helping you. So the English, I mean, tech is everything. Now we have AI, we have so many things helping us these days, and it's making our work really easy. Okay, so let me show you something. This is the original color of the margarine. I don't know if you can see. And this is the new color. Have you seen the change in color? That's what we are looking for, okay? This is the definition of light and fluffy. When we say light, we don't only mean that it should be light in weight. We also mean that the color, the creaming should bring out a blend in color between the sugar and the margarine, so it produces a lighter version of margarine, okay? And it's also light, meaning that if I pick it up, it drops easily without any effort, okay? So let's continue creaming. Okay, I think we are there. You see, it's dropping easily. Yes. So the next thing we want to do is to drizzle in vanilla extract. I want to use a measure because I am using a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Remember, I always tell you guys that when you are making pastries or you are following a recipe, make sure you use the right measurements. Most of the times when we use people's recipes, we don't get the measurements right. That's why we don't get the results right, okay? So always make sure to get your measurements right. So that was 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. So we are going to okay, we are done with the mixing with the whisk, okay? We are done with the whisk. We are going to use our wooden spoon now, because I don't want to use my hands in the beginning. The wooden spoon is hard and it can go through everything. So remember that we had some pastry flour, we have some milk powder in here, and some cornstarch, okay? So I'm going to be adding it to this. This is 2 cups of pastry flour. No waste. Good. So let me pack some things here. I'll just pack everything so that it's easy for me to clean up later. Okay, so we are going to gently mix this, okay? Combine our flour mixture with the margarine and then the sugar and the salt. So don't worry, if you came late, I'll be leaving this live on my channel so that you can see the full recipe of how I started, okay? So don't panic and don't worry at all. Everything is going to be all right. You will not miss this recipe for anything, okay? So you can see the flour is soft, but it's coming together beautifully. I'll add a little bit of flour to this so that it becomes less soft or sticky. Not too much, please, just a little. Remember, the recipe calls for 2 cups of flour, so this is probably an 8th cup of flour that I'm adding. Someone is saying hello. Let me see. This is, hey, the names are really nice. I am not getting. Am I saying Damsel US? Oh, hi, Damsel. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you. So nice to meet you, okay? I added a little bit more of the flour, so I'm going to mix this very well. I don't want my hands to touch this dough yet because it's a bit sticky. I don't like touching sticky stuff. I don't know if you are also like me. But sometimes when we are filming, we use our hands to knead the dough. But in reality, I really don't like sticky stuff. Anything sticky, I don't like it. So you can see that it is coming together like a dough, okay? I'm going to just, I'll be freezing this in my freezer. I don't use a fridge, I use a freezer, so I'm going to be freezing this for some time. Damsel US, nice meeting you. Okay, so you know, with this cookies recipe, if you are going to freeze it, you can divide it into 2 or 3 pieces so that it's easier to roll when it comes out of the fridge. So I'm going to divide mine into 3 pieces. I have this recipe on my channel actually, so you can feel free to check it out. On that recipe, I use my hands with my full chest, but today I don't know. I'm just not in the mood to use my hands. Maybe I'll just end up using my hand anyway, okay? I've washed my hands nicely already. So I've divided the dough into 2. Maybe I should make it 3. Yeah, because sometimes it's easier to roll it when the dough is smaller. This is cookie dough. Cookie dough. Thank you all for liking this live. You guys, I really appreciate you. You don't know how much this means to me, okay? This means a lot to me. God bless you guys so much. So I don't know if you can see, I've divided the cookie dough into 3 equal parts. I'm going to cover this and pop it in the freezer. Just use your, if you have plastic wrap, you can just wrap your bowl and pop it in the freezer. My plastic wrap is finished, so I'm going to use my kitchen napkin. I'll just attempt to just tie it a bit so that it's closed, okay? or maybe not. I'll just leave it like that. I'll put it in the freezer and then we'll be back. So our dough is freezing currently. I want to take my time and go over the ingredients. You will leave the dough in the fridge for 30 minutes. But if it's in the freezer, you should leave it for like 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how cold your freezer is, okay? So let's go over the ingredients. Are you ready? If you are ready, let me know in the comment section. Type ready so that I can give you the ingredients. I'm going to say it anyway. So I use 2 cups of flour. This recipe, you can use all-purpose flour or pastry flour and it works perfect. I use 250 grams of margarine. You can also use butter, and 250 grams is 1 cup of margarine, okay? I also used 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Why? Because the margarine already has salt in it. Okay, Karen, thank you so much. Karen is ready. So the reason why I use 1/4 teaspoon of salt is that the margarine already has salt in it. So if you're using unsalted butter, maybe you should use like 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Do you get me? And it works best. So then I also added 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Do you want me to go over it again? I'll go over it if you want me to. The dough is freezing, so I have all the time in the world. Once the dough is frozen, we get to serious business. Yeah, so I'll go over it again. I used 2 cups of flour. You can use 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of pastry flour. I also use 1 cup of margarine. Margarine is salted, by the way. You can use salted butter, or if you're using unsalted butter, you can increase the salt level to 1/2 teaspoon. That's for unsalted butter. Why cornstarch? Because I want it to be a bit crunchy. The type of flour that I'm using, I realized that when I bake the cookies with it, it's not as crunchy as I want for this particular recipe, okay? That's why I'm adding the cornstarch. But if you don't add cornstarch, then you can usually, when you bake it for some time and it cools down, it becomes crunchy. Yeah, that's basically why. Please, have I answered your question? Yeah, so where was I? Yes, 2 tablespoons of the cornstarch. Yes. And also for what you will need, like maybe you need a mixing bowl, you need a whisk, you need measuring cups, like these little stuff. They are called measuring cups. I'm sure most of you know this already, right? Yes. If you say 1 cup of flour, it doesn't mean that you should measure a teacup of flour. No, it actually means that there are actually cups that we use to measure in baking, okay? Something like this. This is 1 cup, it's written on it. And this is 1/4 cup. It's also written. Yes, thank you so much, Judith. Sorry, I mean Karen. Thank you so much, Karen. You just reminded me. I added 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, okay? You can also use any flavor that excites you. I think vanilla is like my most basic flavoring that I use for almost everything. I use it for cake, I use it for bread. I don't know, I just like vanilla extract. I'm sure most people also go with vanilla extract all the time. But some people also use almond extract. You can use any flavor you like. It's your cookie, so how you like it to taste, that's the kind of flavoring you use for it, okay? I hope I've answered your question, but thank you for reminding me. Thank you so much. So that's basically it. Karen, you are a good assistant. Thank you. So should I say equipment? how do you call it, for equipment, you will need your mixing bowl, something like this, or any bowl at all. Okay, just make sure that it's big enough to contain the contents, like the amount of flour you're going to use. And also you will need something like this. This is a spatula, in order to mix everything well. You will need a sieve. I always say that you should sieve your flour so that you don't have surprises. I told you a story of when I one day I bought bread flour from somewhere, and then I decided to make a recipe out of it. You guys, I was so hopeful that that flour would last me for some time, because I bought quite a lot. There's this container that I usually keep my flour in. And when I took the flour out, I was measuring it actually. And then something said like, okay, sift it. I was like, okay, let me sift the flour. You guys, I saw insects in the flour. I saw these tiny worms in the flour. It was not a nice experience at all. So sifting flour is a big thing for me. I tried my best to always remember to sift my flour, because that experience, I wouldn't wish it for anybody. And if if you don't sift your flour, you can be open up for surprises. Anything can surprise you. You see the flour that I sifted. I don't know what these are, but there are some tiny particles in it. I bought this from the store this afternoon, and you can imagine, fresh flour, but there's particles in it. Yes, I love baking. My mom used grated orange peel. Oh yeah, that's also nice. Yes. You can use grated orange peel. You can use lemon zest. It's also really nice in some recipes. Yeah, you know the stuff. So you also need, if you don't have a whisk, you could just use this thing to mix your sugar and butter, but this is going to give you more work. But I find that when I use the whisk to mix my sugar and butter, it works better for me. Okay, so you can use a whisk as well. What else did I use? That's all. That's just all. Yes, that's all you need for your basic baking recipes. And I don't know if you have different types of flour. Obviously every country has different types of flour, but the most common flour that everybody uses basically is all-purpose flour, right? I think so. So you can use all-purpose flour for almost any pastry. Some cake recipes, if you want to use all-purpose flour, you have to add cornstarch to it to make it soft, so that the gluten does not develop. Okay, yeah. So that's also another reason why we put cornstarch in our flour. Yes, to make it a bit softer. You know all-purpose flour has some amount of protein in it, right? Yeah, it's more than regular pastry flour. So when you add cornstarch, makes um it's less effective in the area of developing gluten. Yes, so when you're using all-purpose flour, you don't have to over mix your dough or over knead your dough. That's if you're making biscuits. Just knead it for a few seconds. Once it comes together, you can freeze your dough and then roll it out. The reason why we freeze our dough is because the dough is soft. If you use too much flour, the cookies will not be nice. Yes, the flour and the margarine has to be balanced so that the cookies come out buttery and also crunchy or crispy. Yeah, that's why we don't use too much flour in most cookie recipes. We balance the flour and then the fats to produce the good products. Yeah, so freezing your dough makes it easy. It doesn't stick to the surface of your table or your counter. Yeah, so right now when I bring out the dough, you'll see that the fat has solidified, so it's harder than usual. So I have to work fast so that it can stay firm. Okay, let me clean up a little bit. So I'm going to bring my baking tray. I'll show you what I'll do in a bit. Give me a few seconds. Let me get my baking tray. I'll be back. So I've got my baking tray here and the brush. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to apply some margarine on my baking tray so that I can grease it, so that when the biscuits are baked, are done, or are well done in the oven, they don't come out sticking to the bottom of the pan, or they don't bend. I think, one thing I also noticed is that when you are making cookies, and your oven is not well heated, it can easily burn. I don't know. The oven I use is not a high-tech oven. Let me say it's a normal oven without a temperature mark. So what I usually do is that when I mention a temperature in my recipes, I'm just trying to help you in case you have that kind of oven, because I know that the right temperature for it. Just that because I've not bought an oven thermometer, it's quite difficult sometimes to gauge the right temperature. But basically, when you are able to get it well heated, it works well. Yes, it works very well. So what I would advise is that when you are about molding your cookies, you can start preheating your oven. So for this cookies recipe, you can preheat your oven to 350 degrees Celsius. Yes, you preheat it for like 10 minutes so that the heat will be evenly distributed in the oven before you. Cake flour is good but expensive. Wow, okay. Where we stay, where I am, cake flour is not really expensive. So it's then you can use all-purpose flour. Just mix it with some cornstarch. Okay. What was I saying? I was talking about preheating your oven. Yes. So my oven does not have a temperature mark. So what I usually do is that I preheat it on low medium heat for some time. Then I put the baked good inside. Because I've been baking for some time, I know when to put the baked goods in, and I know how to regulate the heat. Okay, but if you are using an oven with a temperature mark, you can preheat the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I think that is 160 degrees Celsius, right? I think so. That's 160 degrees Celsius. Okay. So I'm getting some margarine onto my baking tray. If you have parchment paper, you can line your baking sheet with parchment paper as well. I love parchment paper, you guys. It makes baking so nice. It doesn't stick. But because I was almost tempted to buy parchment paper today, but I just didn't. I don't know why. I didn't buy the parchment paper, so I'll use the margarine to line the baking tray. Kindly double tap the screen for me, my darlings. You are all welcome to the live. Cake flour is not expensive where I am. Okay, so if cake flour is expensive where you are, you can try all-purpose flour, my darling. Okay, so I'm going to check on the cookie dough to see how it's doing in the freezer. if it's well frozen or not. Okay, I'm going to check if it's well frozen or not. So you can see I've generously applied the margarine here. So basically that is out of the way. So I'll keep this here. I'll keep that. I'll keep the baking tray on the side. Okay, so when you're cutting your cookies, what do you usually use? I use my bread knife. I know it's quite cheesy, but I use my bread knife to cut the cookies. Usually for shortbread, it's the rectangular shaped ones that are common, right? So I use my bread knife. I'll be showing you in a bit. And also any small bowl I have that has a nice shape, I can use it for the cookies as well. So I have this small bowl in my kitchen. Really small bowl, like I usually put stuff in it. Yeah, this is what I have. So do I need baking powder in the cookie recipe? No, my damsel, you don't need baking powder, even though you can add it if you want. But for this recipe, we are lucky. We don't really need baking powder for this recipe. Thanks for asking. I hope I've answered your question. Let me clean the bowl a bit because there was something inside. So any bowl, okay? And also we have cookie cutters. You can buy one online or in any convenience store. You can use it to cut out your cookies nicely and you'll be happy. Okay, let me check on the cookie dough in the freezer. I'll be back. Just give me a few seconds. My damsel, you are welcome. Karen, cookie cutters. Yeah, you can use cookie cutters. So my dough is still a bit soft. Okay, I am not happy with the results because I want it to be a bit hard. So I'm going to send it back into the freezer for it to be in there for some time, and we'll cut our cookies. Okay, just for like 10 minutes. Okay, so whilst we are waiting, I think I need to write these ingredients down so that I don't miss any of them. Okay, let me attempt to say it offhand. So I'm going to go over the ingredients. For those of you who just came onto the live, I'm going to go over the ingredients again. So this is a butter cookie or a shortbread cookie. It's a very versatile recipe. You can also use it for other things. So here are the ingredients. Are you ready? All those who are new on this live, are you ready for the ingredients for the cookie recipe? We are waiting for our dough to freeze. So let me let you have the ingredients once again. So we are using 2 cups of flour. You can use all-purpose flour for this recipe. You can use cake flour for this recipe. Thank you, damsel. We also have 1/4 cup of sugar. Okay, we have 1 cup of margarine. You can also use butter for this recipe. Okay, we also use a teaspoon of vanilla extract. We use 1/4 cup of milk powder. Yes, milk powder, because I didn't want to add moisture into the cookie dough. That's how the recipe is. Okay, what did I miss? I used 1/4 teaspoon of salt. The reason why I use 1/4 teaspoon of salt is because the margarine is salty. It has salt in it. But if you're using unsalted butter, you can make the salt half a teaspoon, okay? That's if you like cookies that are a bit salty. So let me go over for the second time. 2 cups of flour, all pepper or pastry flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of milk powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of corn starch. Okay, I'm going over for the third time. 2 cups of all-purpose flour or pastry flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of baking powder, 1/4 cup of milk powder. Please take note, milk powder is 1/4 cup. Then I used 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I also used 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. If someone can type it here for everyone to see, I'll be very grateful, so that everyone who comes here can see the ingredients that we used for the recipe. Damsel, can you please help us type the ingredients so that those who are new can see it, so that I don't have to be repeating myself all over again? If you are still here and you can do that for me, I'll be very, very grateful. But in the meantime, let me go over the ingredients the third time. We use 2 cups of flour. You can use all-purpose or cake flour, pastry flour. I also use 1/4 cup of milk powder, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. I used 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Very simple recipe, and the taste is just amazing. So thank you all. We are waiting for the dough to freeze a little bit. So let me know in the comment section who you are, where you are watching from. Let's interact. Okay, let us interact in the comment section, and kindly double tap the screen for me. Where are you watching from? We had someone from Saudi. Damsel, are you from the US? Yeah, I think so. Karen, where are you watching us from? Yeah, so right now, for those who are new on the live, we just greased our baking tray with some margarine. If you have parchment paper, you can actually cut it nicely and then use it to line your baking tray. 2 cups of flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 cup of margarine, cornstarch, please. Damsel, it's not custard, dear. Please, it's cornstarch. And then the salt is 1/4 teaspoon. Wow. The ingredients are a bit... Okay, let me try and see if I can type this. How do I do that? Karen, you're watching from Maryland. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, Damsel, don't worry. It's not... I think it's just a typing mistake. Don't worry, my darling, okay? But you've done so well. I'm grateful. I am so grateful to you. Okay, so maybe I can just... I think I can just do something about it, okay? I'll pin a message for you guys. Damsel, don't worry, okay? Don't worry. Let's see how we can get this done. I don't know, man. This is quite difficult. I have to go back to my notes. All right, so Karen, Damsel, are you guys still there? I'm trying to let me type it here. 2 cups of flour, 2 cups all-purpose flour, then I use 1/4 cup of milk powder, 1/4 cup of milk powder. Oh, this is all it can take. This is crazy. Okay. Man, I don't know, man. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so difficult to type something on here. I really don't know what to do. So maybe I'll keep repeating the ingredients as time goes on, okay? I don't want to disrupt the live with my confusion. Oh, Karen and Damsel, you guys are so sweet. Thank you for being with me. So I'm not able to type the ingredients, but I can mention them again. Okay, we use 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of milk powder, 1 cup of margarine, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, I'm going to get this cookie dough out of the freezer because time is going, and we'll start rolling it. I have this fancy this is my favorite chopping board. If you go to my channel, most of my pastry recipes have this chopping board. It's so cute and I like it so much. So just a minute, I'm going to our cookie dough is out of the freezer and it's tough. Yes, it means it's good. Okay, it's a little bit tough. Now I can use my hands. It's a little bit tough. So what I'm going to do is that I'll just set this aside, okay? And then I want to get some flour. I want to get some flour ready so that we can start rolling. So what I'll do right now, I'll sieve some flour onto this because we don't want the dough to be sticky, okay? Then I'll just spread it around. Then this is one dough. Remember, I divided the dough into 3 pieces, right? So I have a rolling pin. I'm going to use this to roll the dough. Welcome everyone to my live, okay? Make sure you flour your rolling pin so that it's easy to work with. So that the dough does not stick, okay? So I am rolling the dough. I don't want the dough to be too thick. Because this cookie I want to get as many as possible. So this is my baking tray on the side. So what we are going to do, you use your bread knife. Are you guys paying attention? Use your bread knife to cut off the sides. So the excess dough, you set it aside, okay? Cut off the sides nicely. Are you guys seeing what I'm doing? Let me just put the rest here. So you can let the excess dough be resting whilst you are working on the rest. So you cut off the sides beautifully. Thank you, Damsel and Karen, so much. So you can see that I have a rectangle dough, okay? Now, what we are going to do right now is to cut it into cut it like this, okay? So you can see I've cut it like this. Then you are going to use your bread knife to pick it up like this and put it onto your baking tray. Very easy. Put your knife under, you pick it up, then you put it onto your baking tray. Make sure there is some space in between the biscuits, okay? So it's that easy, okay? Beautiful. So this is what we have. Our delicious shortbread. So that is just by the way. So this is another dough. Just slightly flour your work surface. You can flour the top of the dough as well, and also flour your rolling pin so that it's not sticky, okay? Then, just like I showed you earlier, you roll the biscuit dough or the cookie dough to your desired thinness, okay? Like I said, I don't want mine to be too thick. I don't want mine to be too thick. So this is what we have. Are you seeing it? Now this time around, I'm going to use my small bowl to pick out to cut out the cookies, okay? So you will just take your bowl and then you press gently, because sometimes your cookie can crack and we don't want that. So it comes out, then you release it onto your work surface, onto your baking tray. So let's do another one. You press and it comes out. Are you seeing this? Beautiful cookie. I hope this is a great learning curve for you guys. I hope this live is helpful. I hope you are enjoying the live. So when you squeeze it, it comes out. But very good. This one has a crack on it. Are you seeing this? If you bake it, it's going to crack. So usually when I get a crack, I don't use it. I put it back and then I put it together and make another cookie. another shape out of it. Okay, I hope this is easy to understand. So I floured it a little bit so that it doesn't stick. Yes, so when I apply the flour, it stops sticking. Press, 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 and then you will have your beautiful round cookies. Okay, very beautiful. And one thing I love about this cookie dough is that you can mix it and put it in the freezer even up to a month. When you are ready to make your cookies, then you let it thaw nicely. Then you cut your cookies and then you bake them. That's one thing I like about this dough. So these are all the pieces. We are going to use them, so we'll set them aside. I'll show you what we are going to how we are going to use the pieces. Okay, so let me show you what we have so far. This is what we have so far. Is it not beautiful? I just like cookies. Okay, so our third dough, we'll flour the surface again, and then we pick the dough. You can flour the dough, okay, to prevent it from sticking. Thank you, damsel. Thank you so much, damsel. So you roll your cookie dough, not too flat. Well, it's your preference, okay? If you like it flat, then roll it flat, but if you don't like it flat, then don't roll it flat, okay? So once I'm done rolling, I'll take off the sides. I'll take off all the sides. Damsel, I can't wait to see you make your cookie and send me the damsel and Damsel and Karen. I can't wait for you to show me pictures of your cookies. Will you be trying this recipe? Okay, so once we are done cutting the sides, we are going to cut it like this. Like this. Are you seeing it? It can be as thick and as thin as you want it. There is no rule to it, okay? And you can cut any shape you like. So you go with your knife and then you pick it like this and put it onto your baking tray. So this is the excess dough that we got from all the pieces. I'm going to put it together and then roll it again. So it comes together into a ball, okay? So you are going to make it into a ball like this, and then make sure you get any excess pieces off your work surface so that we don't have a sticky dough. Then you fly your work surface generously so that it doesn't stick, okay? They look really nice. Good with coffee and ice cream. Yes, they are good with, it's really good with coffee. Even though I've never tried it, I can just imagine how good it's going to be. They are also good for tea time. Okay, so I'm going to take a moment and preheat my oven because I'm almost done cutting the cookies. So give me a minute. I'll preheat my oven, then we continue. Okay, so I'm currently preheating my oven. If you are using an oven with a temperature mark, you can preheat it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I think that is 160 degrees Celsius. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the conversion is right. 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 160 degrees Celsius. Preheat it for like 10 minutes, okay? So I'm going to roll our last dough. It can easily break, so you have to be careful. Okay. Just a little bit of flour so that it doesn't stick, okay? And roll it nicely. And then we are going to cut. So you can cut it into any shapes you like. This is my round bowl. Cut it into round shapes. It's pretty easy to do, you know. I'll go over the ingredients when I put the cookies in the oven. Okay. This one is really stubborn. It doesn't want to come out. It has come out. Beautiful. Look at this. So you just take off the excess ones. You can put it in your bowl, okay? You can let your knife help you. I really like this bread knife. It really takes care of my cookie dough for me. I just enjoy using it so much. So we are going to pick it, put it onto our tray. Onto our tray, go, go, go. What are you making? Hey, Chioma is here. I'm making cookies, so butter cookies. Here we are. Okay, they are looking good. Like I've said already, all this excess dough, don't let it go waste. Put it together and make another cookie out of it, okay? My baking tray is full, so butter cookies. You guys, Chioma is my supporter. She's really great here on YouTube. She teaches about how to grow on YouTube. So follow her YouTube channel. Her channel name is Echoes of Experience. She has really been a blessing to most of us YouTubers, especially growing YouTubers. So kindly follow her on Echoes of Experience. I'll be so grateful. That's my little way of saying thank you to her, okay? Yeah. So let's continue. My battery is low. If you see this live go off, it means that the battery is dead, because I was trying to connect my charger and then I was having issues. So I'll try my best to connect my charger. But let's go on, okay? We are not giving up. Let's go on. So my baking tray is full and I don't want to overcrowd it, because it's not advisable to overcrowd your baking tray. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to get my fork. I'm going to get my fork. Thank you so much, Chioma. I appreciate you too. Okay, I appreciate you so much. So this is the fork. I'm going to poke some holes. The reason why we poke holes into our cookies is so that they can have some ventilation, like it will not break, air can pass through it easily. I hope I've made myself clear. Yes, thank you so much, Chioma. Oh, thank you. God bless you too. She's very hardworking, you guys. Follow her, Echoes of Experience. She will teach you good stuff on YouTube. I dropped by to say hi. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. I really appreciate. Thank you so much. So I'm trying to show you what I'm doing, but I don't know if it's not comfortable to lift it up. So I hope you can see. So I'm going to poke holes into the cookies. Do you guys like digestive biscuits? They have these nice holes in them. They make them look good. Well, I made some peanut butter cookies on my channel. I didn't poke holes in them because they were not thick. Like, they were not thick cookies. That's why I didn't poke holes in them. But usually when you have cookies that are really thick, you have to, sometimes, not all, it's not 100% guarantee, but it's assumed that when you poke holes into your cookies, they bake evenly, okay? But it's not like, maybe it's not a rule. You don't have to follow it if you don't want to, okay? Okay, so let me show you. Can you see the holes? Can you see the holes? The holes I'm poking in here. Can you see? Yes, so don't let the holes go too deep, okay? Do have an amazing live stream. Take care, my dear. Thank you so much, Yoma. I really appreciate you. Have a beautiful day too. I wish you all the best. Have a wonderful day. So when you are poking the holes, don't let the holes go too deep, because you know why? If your holes go too deep, your cookies can break. You know, when it bakes, it's still soft. So when you take it off, you can easily break it. So don't let the holes go too deep. Just let it go almost halfway through the cookie, okay? Not like deep, like deep. Please, I hope you understand what I'm saying. You know, your cookies must come out looking good for everyone to enjoy it, okay? So take your time, don't be in a hurry. So we are done poking our holes. You see, they are looking good already. Yes. In Ghana, we'll say "Eya kono." It means that it looks good, it looks inviting. Eya kono. Are you seeing it? When you poke the holes, it makes it even look more beautiful. So the oven is preheating. I'll be putting the cookies inside. I still have excess dough. So what I'm going to do is that I don't want to I want to use the same baking tray. So I'll pop this in the oven, let it bake. When it's ready, then I'll roll this one. This is all we have left. I'll roll it and then make more cookies, okay? That is just what we are going to do. So let us pop our cookies in the oven and then we'll figure something out, okay? Make sure that your oven is nice and well preheated. My oven, like I said earlier, is a different kind of oven. My oven has its own personality. It doesn't take long to preheat at all. My oven is not the it doesn't have temperature marks. It's a local oven. That's what we call it in Ghana. So I am used to using it because I've used it for a long time, so I'm able to tell when it is well heated or not. But if you are using an oven with a temperature mark, then kindly preheat your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 160 degrees Celsius, and then bake your cookies for like 10 to 15 minutes. But after 10 minutes, you can just, every oven is like see-through, right? You can see through it. Just make sure that it's not burning. By 10 to 15 minutes, your cookies should be ready. So I'll pop mine into the oven and then we can continue, okay? It's looking like it wants to rain here, but I don't know. I don't think it will affect this live stream. The light supply is good and the network is also good, I think. So we don't have any problem. I think the light is doing a great job in the kitchen. The light supply is really good today. Even though it has become a bit dark, I guess you can all still see me. Oh, I appreciate you guys so much. So I'm going to put this in the oven. Then we can have a nice conversation, okay? Karen and Damsel, are you here or you've gone? We are going to bake our cookies right now and we'll be back. Just let me shift you a bit because you are near my oven, okay? You guys are standing near my oven. Let me shift you a bit. Karen, I lived in Guinea. We had a kerosene stove and put the oven on top. So I know the local oven well. I know, right? You are the real G. You are the real G. And you know one thing about local ovens, it's so hot. If you don't hold a napkin or like you don't have baking gloves, it can burn you. So please, if you have a local oven or you're thinking of buying one, take note of that. You can buy some oven gloves. Okay. Ha 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 ha. Our cookies are in the oven now. Karen gets me, right? Local ovens can hurt you. They can burn you. So please be careful if you are going to buy one. You can, let me show you my oven gloves. These are my oven gloves. They always come in handy. Okay, your oven can easily get hot, so make sure you are wearing one of these. Okay, it looks so cute. I really like the color. I think I can start molding. I'm looking for my what do you call that thing? It's called aluminum foil. Yes, I think I can make I have a recipe. I made the cookies on the foil and then I just put it in the baking tray that was in the oven and it worked very well. So I think that's what I'm going to do right now. Let me just find my aluminum foil. Give me a minute. Found it. This is it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it. Kerosene stove. Mine is gas actually. I'm using a gas stove, but it doesn't have a temperature mark and it was made with metal. Like the whole thing is metal. So if you don't take care, it can burn you. So I'm going to get some objects to put on this thing so that it doesn't fly away. So I have my glasses. I'm just going to put one here and one here. Because this kitchen is really hot, so I'm using my fan. My kitchen is really hot, so I'm using my fan to get some fresh air. I just went to check on the cookies. They are baking beautifully. So like I said, invest in one of these. You'll be very happy you did, okay? Oh my god, my battery. What do we do? Oh, hi. I'm from Brazil. Wow, nice meeting you. Amengo. Do you speak Spanish? What do you speak in Brazil? Nice meeting you. We just put our cookies in the oven, and then we have some excess cookie dough. So we are going to roll that and then put it on our aluminum foil, because like I don't want to use the other baking tray in my house, because that baking tray is really like bent. I don't know if you have a bent baking tray in your house. I don't like using it because it gives me negative effects. It can easily bend my cookie, and I don't want that. Ours did have a gauge when my mom bought a gas stove. She gave me the stove and oven. That was years ago. Wow, you are really lucky. My mom also gave me a stove, but the stove has a problem. Like, they used to keep oil in the oven portion, so the oil dripped into the what do you call this, the pipes. So I have to get it fixed, and then I can finally have an oven with a temperature gauge. I hope so. But I'm just making do with this one. It works perfectly. You just have to make sure you get the right temperature, or like you get the right regulation, you know. You guys, let me quickly put my charger in here so that we can have a nice time. We don't want to be on this live and then the phone will go off on us. No, we don't want that. So I know I'm leaving quickly, but don't worry, I'll be back. Okay, give me a few, like 2 minutes. I'm coming. Where did I put my charger? Oh my gosh. Okay. You guys, I finally found my charger. I finally found my charger. So, what do we do? I think I can use my extension board. Yep. I don't know if this works, but let's try and see. Let's try and see if it works. Oh. Oh no. Yes. Finally. Our phone is charging. I finally figured it out. So the phone is charging. I don't speak English. I speak Portuguese. Ooh. How do you say how are you in Portuguese? How do you say how are you in Portuguese? Let me see if I can pronounce your name. Is this your real name? Wow. Is this your real name? Arokefez. Is that your real name? Am I getting it right? So like we were doing earlier, I'm going to lightly flour this thing. It smells so good in the kitchen. I like the cookies. They are baking. Oh my god, it smells so good in here. It means the cookies are baking. Let me check. No, I am not anxious. I don't want to be anxious. Oh wow. My name is Rosangela. Am I getting it right? You have a lovely name. Rosangela. You can call me Ro. Hi Ro. It's easier to call you Ro, seriously. I don't want to offend you by pronouncing your name wrongly. You can call me Ro. You have a beautiful name. What does your name mean? My name is Victoria. My name means victory, right? It's obvious, right? Hi, Ro. Nice to meet you, Ro. I really like your name, Ro. Your name is sweet. It reminds me of Rosalinda. There is a girl in my church. She's called Rose. I always call her Rosalinda because it reminds me of this telenovela we used to watch when we were younger. I don't know if you know it, but it was called Rosalinda. So I'm rolling the dough again. Then, like I said earlier, can you guys see what I'm doing? I think you can't see what I'm doing. Let me change the position of this thing. Okay, so I've rolled the dough now. I'm going to take off the sides again and again and again, right? Take off the sides. Let your knife do all the work, okay? You don't need to stress yourself too much. You can just use your knife to pick your dough like this. My husband is going to use these cookies, so I don't want even a crack on it. So there it goes. There it goes. Nice to meet you, Ro. I really like your name. I think I'm going to compose a song for you. Nice to meet you, Ro. Nice to meet you, Ro. My Ro. Nice to meet you, Ro. So I've cut the cookies again. Are you seeing it? They look nice. What does 11 mean? Oh, my 11th like. Oh, you're so adorable. Thank you. Okay, so this is some foil paper, okay? I am using it to replace my baking tray because I don't want to use a bent baking tray. The neatest baking tray I have is what I'm using right now, but the other one is bent. It has bends on it, and I don't want to bend my cookies, okay? That's why I'm making do of some aluminum foil and then I'll grease it with some margarine. Nice to meet you, Roro. Today I've made a lot of friends. I got a friend from Saudi. Then I met a lovely Karen and my lovely damsel. You guys are amazing. My lovely Karen, my lovely damsel, my lovely Roro. Everyone who commented is my lovely friend. Right? Thank you for liking. And my lovely Chioma. You guys are the reason why we are here. You are the reason why we post every day. You are the reason why when we get monetized, we can remain monetized, because you guys keep us going. You guys give us the views, and I'm so grateful to you. You have no idea how you are helping us. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I've greased the aluminum foil with some margarine. I'm going to use my knife to pick the cookies like I told you earlier. Let your knife do all the work, okay? And put it on it. Put it on it. Put it on it. Please, if you haven't liked the live yet, please like. Oh my gosh, I think I made a mistake, but it doesn't matter, okay? I forgive myself. So this goes, and then this goes. So we have some little left. This is what we have left now. What are we gonna do? Do you know Brazil? I've heard of Brazil. I usually hear of Brazil during the Olympics. Do you grease your foil? Yes, I grease my foil. So this is the dough I have left. I'm going to divide it into as many portions as I can, then roll it into a ball. Okay, because this one I can't cut it because it will waste my time. So when I roll it into a ball like this, then I press it. Okay, I have to flour my hand so that it doesn't stick. I grease the foil with some margarine. If you are using butter, you can also grease it with butter. Okay, and there goes a cookie. Ta-da! Another way of doing it. We can roll it into a ball. Please, so make sure you flour your work surface so that it doesn't stick. Okay, roll it into a ball. Then you're going to use your fork, right, to press it. Press it down, down, down. And you have a cookie. The reason why I'm using the foil, I told you already. Should I repeat myself? I hope this is not annoying, but I'm using the foil because I have a baking tray, but it has bends on it. When I was learning how to bake, I bent a lot of stuff, and there was this one time I was baking chicken, and it got bent and I couldn't scrape it off. So I don't like using that baking tray. So for now I have just one neat baking tray. That's why I'm using the foil. Okay, so this is the last piece of dough we have. You see, we used everything. Please, when you're making cookies, don't let your dough go waste. Okay, use everything. Okay, use everything, don't let it go waste. Don't let your cookie dough go waste. Okay, I'm applying some flour on my hands. And I'll press it. And we have a cookie. Then I am done with the molding, so I'm going to set everything aside. Set it aside. Set it aside. Cookies. Yeah, we have a cookie. This particular recipe is one of my favorites because it's very simple to make. Do you know why I have 2 glasses of my aluminum foil? Because I'm using a fan, like, for air. This place is hot, so I don't want it to fly away. But I think I'm ready now, so I'll just take the glasses off. Right? And here we have it. Our cookie. I think I still need the glasses because the wind is blowing. Okay, so our second batch of cookies are here. I'm going to poke the holes in them again. Like I said, it's not compulsory, okay? Especially when your cookies are not very thick. It's not really compulsory in my opinion, okay? But if it's thick, you may want to poke some holes so that it can bake through and through. That's just your personal decision, okay? Like I always say, when you're in your kitchen, do what makes you happy. As long as it tastes good and it's not harming you, do what makes you happy. As long as it is not harming you, okay? Must be delicious. Oh yes, they are delicious. Very simple ingredients, but they taste really nice. So I am done poking the holes. Let me go and check on the ones that are in the oven. Very hot. Very, very hot. I'm checking on the cookies, okay? I'm working on the cookies in the oven. That's why you're not seeing me. Okay, so okay, the cookies are almost done. I'm just going to give them like 2 minutes or 3 so that it can bake evenly. My oven is doing wonders. my my uneven gas oven is doing wonders. So sometimes what you can do is that if the fire in your oven, I like eating it with coffee. Wow, I think I should try it. My coffee is finished. I'm going to try it. It will be really nice. I really like coffee too, but it's been a while I had coffee. It's been a while I had coffee. You guys, I tasted, one of the cookie was browning and I tasted it. You guys, it's giving. I'm just going to wait patiently for the rest to cook nicely. So sometimes you have to rearrange the cookies in the oven because usually the fire I have here, the sides heat up more than the middle. Sometimes I have to like move my cookies around so that they bake evenly. That's what I do. I think I should really try this coffee thing. So I am going to let them be for like 2 minutes, like 2 or 3 minutes. Then I'm gonna take them out. Then I'll put this one for it to bake. La 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 la. I'm excited. Wow, is Damsel still here? Roro, I really appreciate you. Karen, is Karen still here? Is Stutty still here? My dear Stutty, my darling Stutty, are you here? My dear Madiha Hassan, are you here? If you are here, say hi. In Brazil, we love coffee. Wow. I think in Ghana, we like Hausa cocoa. Have you ever heard of Ghanaian porridge, right? There's this porridge that we usually make with millets, and it's called Hausa cocoa. And Ghanaians really like it. I had some recently. Okay, most Ghanaians like Milo, like chocolate drink. Yes, most Ghanaians like chocolate drink as well. We have a brand of chocolates called Milo here. I don't know, I think my lip gloss is sorry, I had to wipe off my lip gloss because it was like sticking. Ghanaians like chocolate, like Milo. We call it Milo. And then we like tea as well. Ghanaians like tea. Usually take tea with milk, sugar, yeah, and bread. You can toast the bread. You can eat. We have this toasted bread and egg. We call it chibom. It's really nice. You can mix the egg with onion, tomatoes. You can even add, sometimes you can add sausage, corned beef, and then you usually put it in bread. Like you slice the bread open, then you put the egg in it, and then you toast the bread. Then you can have it with some tea or Milo. It's really nice. Yeah. Let me get the first batch of cookies out, then we're gonna put the second batch, okay? I don't want I don't want the cookies to burn, so let me go get them. Ooh, beautiful cookie. My Lord, oh my God, so beautiful. This is really hot, really hot. Whew. Cookies are ready. Cookies are ready. Can you see me, guys? It's about to rain, so the place is a bit dark. Are you seeing the cookies? The first batch is ready. I'm going to get my cooling rack, okay? Give me a minute. So I just got my cooling rack. I'm going to put the cookies here. Oh, we love Milo here as well. Also Ghanaian sweet bread. Wow, that's nice. I'm coming, you guys. The cookies are really delicate right now because they're out of the oven. So if you're not careful, you can break it, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this to pick it onto my cooling rack. Maybe I should just try use my hands for the round ones. I'll show you what it looks like right now, okay? Let me use my hands for the round ones. When they are out of the oven, they are still soft and delicate. But when they cool down, they become nice and crunchy, okay? So take note of that. It's about to rain, so that is why the video is looking a bit dark. I have to go. Bye. Oh, bye, Roro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming, okay? Bye, Roro. I didn't need this thing after all. Let me see. Let me see if it will. It's not even working, you guys. Let me just use my hand. I was afraid because I felt it was too delicate. Bye, Roro. Thank you so much for coming, my friend. I'm grateful. How do I take a nice thumbnail picture for you guys when the weather is so dark? The whole place is becoming dark because it's coming to rain. Okay, so here are our cookies right from the oven. This is the first batch. They look so beautiful. I don't know if you can see it because it's about to rain. The network is also going off. Please bear with me, my darlings. So here is the cookies. It was a pleasure watching you. Aww, it was a pleasure, more than a pleasure chatting with you, Roro. Thank you so much. It's been more than a pleasure. Confession time. I broke my cookie. I broke my cookie. Do you know why? When it was in the oven, I was so impatient. So I just wanted to pick it and see if it's baking well, and it got broken. Confession time. So here is the first batch. I'm going to put the second batch in. You guys, this cookie is really nice. Wow. It's still hot. It's really soft. I really loved this live and your recipe. Oh, thank you, Damsel. It's from the oven. It's still a bit soft, but when you let it cool down completely, it becomes a bit harder. Okay, so I'm putting in the second batch now. This is my second batch. Second batch. Hi, Tyler. Oh my God, have you been here all along? This is serious. Thank you, Karen. The sound is breaking up. Oh no. I don't know. It's about to rain here, so the network is really bad. I don't know if you guys can see or hear me clearly. I hope you can. Okay, let me put there. Can you hear me clearly? Hi, Tyler. Vibes with Tyler. Nice meeting you. Karen, can you hear me now? Is it clear? It's about to rain, so this place is getting dark and the network is becoming some styles, like it's becoming bad. But I hope you can see and hear me. Let me put this in the oven. I'll be back. My oven went off. I'm coming. Give me a few seconds. You guys, the wind is blowing so much. The wind is blowing so much. Okay, so let us admire our first batch of cookies while we wait for the second batch. The wind is blowing so much, so the whole place has become dark. I hope you can see me clearly. It's really raining, going to rain. So the cookie is still cooling down. Look, 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 look. Can you see how beautiful it came out? Can you see how it is becoming harder because it's cooling down? Best for tea time. It's crunchy, not so hard, but it's not soft. Okay. Wow, Tyler, vibes to Tyler. So much love. Thank you so much. I'm going to put this I want my cookies to be up so that everybody can see. They are ready, so I'm just letting them cool down. So when you make your cookies, let them cool down on a cooling rack, okay? This was the one I broke. I finished eating half of it already. I finished eating half of it already. But you see, it looks so nice. Let me show you another one. I like the ones that are browned on the edges, right? I really like because it makes it crunchy. And the taste is amazing. The taste is amazing. Let me regulate my oven. I'll be back. Okay, I am back. So I was saying something. What was I saying? Can someone remind me? What was I saying? I was saying that, yes. So I broke this one, but I've already eaten half of it because it's so delish, okay? But we are not eating too many cookies. Too many cookies is not good for you, okay? So eat them once in a while, okay? Because we don't want to grow too fat, okay? Too many cookies, not good. But from time to time, it's okay to take cookies, okay? And I was saying something. I was trying to remember what I was saying. Oh, from Oregon, USA. Oh man, that's so sweet. Nice meeting you. Yes, so I was going to show you another cookie. Tyler, nice meeting you, okay? Vibes with Tyler. So this is what I mean by a cookie. It's nice, and I really wish like the place wasn't this dark, like I had natural sunlight, like you could see how the cookies really look like in reality. But because it's about raining and then the clouds are dark, the whole place is dark, so you can't really, but I think you can see. Look at the back, nice and golden brown. So I'm baking the second batch. I don't want to talk over the cookies too much, okay? I don't want to talk over the cookies too much. So let them be a distance away from me. So, that scared me. Okay, so I was going to go over the ingredients. Are you all ready for the ingredients? Are you all ready for the ingredients? Okay, it's been difficult trying to type this. I have to go back to my notes and find out how to type something on here. So I'm going to mention them again. I use 2 cups of all-purpose flour, or I use pastry flour. You can use all-purpose flour. 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of milk powder, 1/4 cup of sugar, granulated sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. I also used 1 cup or 250 grams of margarine, and then 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. That is all we used for this recipe. I will leave the live on my channel so that those of you who couldn't come early can still get the recipe and enjoy it. Okay, we are waiting for the second batch of cookies to bake beautifully in the oven. I am your subscriber. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you vibes. Thank you so much. Hope to chat another time. Great recipe. Oh, Karen, you guys have been amazing. You guys should clap for all those who have been here from the beginning. You guys are beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. High five to everybody. We are waiting for the second batch to bake. I really had fun with you guys, seriously. Seriously, let me go over the names again. I have my dear Karen, my dear Tyler, I have my dear Damsel, I have Roro, I have Chioma, I have is it Hassan? I forgot the name. Let me look back. I have Stuti, I have Hassan, and I have my friend from Saudi, and my husband, my darling husband. You guys are amazing. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So let's wait for the second batch to bake. Then we can make our coffee and enjoy some of the cookies. I'm really impatient right now because I'm staring at cookies and I can't eat them. Like I said, this is my personal advice, okay? Please don't eat too many cookies. Like, try and watch your diet, okay? It's good to eat cookies. Cookies are great, but don't overeat them. Don't overeat flour stuff, you know. Eat more vegetables and stuff, okay? This is a dear advice from a dear friend. But these cookies, they are amazing. You should try them. Let me check on the ones that are in the oven, okay? Just a minute. They are also baking beautifully, ever so beautifully. Hope to chat another time. Karen, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Kindly double tap the screen to like this live. I really appreciate you all. We had a very fun live today. I really enjoyed myself. I really enjoyed myself. So the cookies are done. For those who are new, see for yourself. See the cookie now. see the cookie now. Wow, thank you so much, Tyler. I didn't know that. Wow. I have to go and check my analytics because I'm on this live. I don't want to go back and check my analytics. I'm almost 600. Wow, that's a blessing. God bless you all. Thank you. You guys are a blessing to me. I can't stop showing the cookie. Forgive me, okay? This is the cookie. Have a look at the cookie. Admire the cookie. So if you are baking it, be patient. When it comes out of the oven, don't be in a hurry to handle it because it's still fragile. When it comes out of the oven, it's still soft. So you have to leave it to cool down completely before you can handle it, okay? This one, I broke it. I already ate some. But it's cooling down. So let me break it for you to see. Can you see? Did you hear that? It's crispy. It's not so hard and it's not so soft and it's crispy. That is the texture of the cookie. So thank you. We are waiting for the second batch to bake. I think I should go by the ingredients the 1000th time, right? 2 cups of flour, all-purpose or pastry flour, 1/4 cup of milk powder, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 cup or 250 grams of margarine. You can also use butter. It's currently raining here. Can you hear the rain? It's really bad. Kindly double tap the screen to show you like this live, okay? Karen is gone. Tyler is here. Stuti is gone. Where is Rosalinda? Where is Roro? Is gone. Roro is gone. Is Damsel is gone. Tyler is here. So I'm going to check on the key once again. I'll be back. Let me use my baking gloves. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I just want to check on the second batch and they are also almost done. Can you hear the rain? I hope the rain is not distracting the live. Maybe next time I should use a mic so that even when it's raining, you can hear me clearly. I hope you guys can hear me. So if you don't have a rolling pin, you can use a wine like I wish I had one like, you know, those champagne bottle If you don't have a rolling pin, you can use the champagne bottle. It's long. Hey, Damsel, you're still here. Wow, I'm touched. I thought you had left. Oh, I'm so touched. You guys, you are too much. So if you don't have a rolling pin, like I said earlier, you can use the champagne bottle. It has a long body, so you just use it to roll your cookie. Okay, that's just by the way. It's raining here. I'm not happy. Why? Because I just wanted you to see the real appearance of the cookies, but because it's raining, the whole place has become dark. But let me try. So here are the cookies. Oh, it fell. I don't know how to do this, but here are the cookies. Yeah. They look nice, right? The second batch is almost done. I'll make some space for the second batch. Teaspoon of salt. That is if you are using unsalted butter. Of salt. That is if you are using unsalted butter. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. It seems my network is bad. Hold on, guys. Just a minute. Let me get some good network. Can you see me clearly? It's Tyler. Is it Tyler? Can you guys see me clearly? It seems the network is going on and off. So the second batch is ready. This is really hot. This is really, really hot. Second batch, first batch, second batch. You guys look at the one that we use with the fork. The fork one, the one that we use the fork. It's so beautiful. I'm going to do a cookie recipe with this. I like it. It's really nice. Sorry, I didn't let you see. The fork design is really nice. I'm going to, I think I'll do a cookie recipe with that. So I'm going to let this cool down, okay? I'll let it cool down and then I'll transfer it to the cooling rack. Let me see if I can carry it. OMG, the cookies are ready. Okay. So let us set this aside. So here are all our cookies. This is everything we made today. I already ate one of this, right? So this is everything we made today. Just 2 cups of flour. But look at what we got. Look at what we got. Is it not amazing? If you are selling cookies, you can use this recipe. It's really good, okay? So sadly, we have come to the end of this live. I want to take a moment to celebrate everybody who came. I may not be able to mention everybody's name, but I am so grateful to you guys. Thank you for being on the live with me. I really appreciate everybody. Those who double tap, I appreciate you. Come and have a cookie. Come and have a cookie. I'll give you 1 cookie. Thank you so much. So, we have come to the end. I really enjoyed your company. Thank you. Let me mention everybody's name. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Damsel. Thank you, Roro. Thank you, Chioma, Echoes of Experience. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. Thank you, Stuti. Thank you. My friend from Saudi. Thank you, Hassan. Thank you, my husband. God bless you all so much. This is where I say bye-bye. My network is bad though, damn so. This is my network. I think I have to buy a new SIM card because this network is not helping us. Bye-bye, everybody. I have to go now. I'm waiting for somebody to say bye-bye. Then I can go. I'm waiting for someone to say bye-bye. Okay. Enjoy your day, you guys. God bless you all. High five to everybody. God bless you.